So, friends, continue with our quarterly review. Now, we are going to talk about another important stock, that is Axis Bank. Yesterday, result came, and today it has gone up a lot. Now, we are going to talk how this result is and why suddenly a good rally coming in Axis Bank. Actually, most of the banks are not performing. Something is there in Axis Bank which is actually having that type of rally. And again, will another stock is Rallis India, another very much favorite stock among the, you can say, that retail investor, because Rallis India in last 1 year has performed extremely well. So let us go and check, deep dive into these two stocks. Before I go, guys, I want you guys to, if you're still not subscribed our channel, do subscribe. And if you have any stock related queries or anything, put it in the comment box. I always do answer about that. Okay. Now let us talk about Axis first. Now Axis Bank, guys, it has a overall a good quarter comparatively, and reported 18% year-on-year earning and 25% operating profit growth, which was a decent growth. Loan book is being grown, no, slowed down to 11%, but that's okay. But their main concern, which was that the growth, deposit growth is marginal higher. Deposit growth is no higher than the industry average of 14% year on year. The reason I tell you why it is so important to understand about deposit growth, guys, from last 1 year, no, the market has gone up a lot, and because of that only, many of the investors are taking away money from saving account and deposit account, that is CASA, करंट अकाउंट सेविंग अकाउंट से निकाल के वो लोग डाल रहे हैं मार्केट में, एंड दैट फ्लो इज गोइंग एट दैट्स व्हाई द कासा रेशियो गोइंग डाउन. एंड नाउ इफ deposit are going up, that's one of the good way to understand, okay, something rationality is coming now. Asset quality is already quite low. NPA is quite low, so I think it is 0.4, which is quite low, so उसमें कोई problem नहीं है. But however, if you talk about the Axis Bank valuation, is comparatively much more lower than their peers comparison, that is ICICI and HDFC Bank. If we compare with the HDFC and ICICI, this is currently trading around 20% at a discount. Okay, and that is how you can see a good rally coming in Axis Bank today. If you see, let us compare a little bit about Axis with the ICICI and HDFC. Why Axis Bank has not performed over the time in last 1 or 2 years? See, basically, one is that the trends in slippages was erratic, so now it is actually much better. So compared to ICICI and HDFC, and HDFC, Axis was having much more. Credit cost was higher than the peers. Okay, and now credit cost is normalizing, and as and when the interest rate may come, cut may come, maybe in December or February, that RBI will tell us. But yes, the credit cost will go down, no, will be lower. Again, the problem was the loan book growth. Currently also it is almost 11%, तो उतना ज़्यादा loan growth नहीं compared to other their peers. Now hopefully from here, no, as the interest rate cut, this thing will go up. Again, cost structure was basically, no, was on a higher side compared to both the company. Again, cost of the funds which used to borrow, no, through bonds, through banks and all that, no, was little bit higher. And if you have cost of funds on a higher side, your net interest margin will go down. And if it is going, if NII will go down, it will directly impact your profitability. Again, lot many management, there was a change overall in the Axis Bank, which was also impacting their operations and all that. But now somehow the stability is coming back. Again, when we talk about overall, no, net interest margin and all that, the overall the net interest margin is around 3.4%, 3 something like that, which is decent enough. Loan growth, as I told you, was came at 11, but this may grow over the years, maybe 14, 15. That is what the expectation is. Credit cost ratio may stable at 0.7%. When we talk about cost to income ratio, see, cost to income ratio is very important metrics to understand. No, because if your cost to income ratio is much more on a higher side, you will not going to make more profitability. Now for Axis Bank, the chances are that the cost to income ratio will go down from, you can say, 49% to 48.7, and maybe around 46% over the years. And that is what is going to add more profitability in their bottom line. When we talk about the extra slippage ratios and all that, NPA, as I told you, net NPA is already 0.4, gross NPA is around 1.5, which is nothing compared to, you can say that, no, earlier it used to be. 0.4 is like ना optimum. अब इतना तो bed dubs होगा ना, 0.4 is nothing. So that they have reached the peak. उससे नीचे कम नहीं जा सकते. Okay, and ROE and ROE. See, ROE, why you have to understand? Because if you see Axis Bank ROE is around 1.85%. Okay, and compared to I'm talking about last 12 months, and no, compared to HDFC it is 1.9, and which it used to be 2.6. No, उसका नीचे आके 1.9 आ गया. Axis, sorry, ICICI Bank almost 2.13, Kotak Mahindra Bank almost 2.62. So compared to its competitor, no, this stock has still not optimized at a ROA level. In future it may go up. Okay, in future it may go up, so hopefully it may go reach to 2 level. ROE is around 15, so that is okay. That is उससे तो ज़्यादा कोई problem नहीं है, but around, sorry, 18. But if you see the other banks also trading around that only. So the return wise and all that, no, why I'm doing a comparison, because at the end of the day when you are going to buy this stock, no, you have to compare with their peers comparison. Then only you will be able to take the rational decision. Okay, so keeping in all these thing in mind, the way the things are going on, and the biggest positive is that interest rate cut is going to come in next maybe 2 3 months, and which may help Axis Bank now to bring down the credit cost, and at the end the profitability goes up. Nothing wrong with the bank, guys, honestly. Nothing wrong with ICICI Bank, nothing wrong with the HDFC Bank. It is just in last few quarters the CASA problem which was there, and still it is there. I'm not saying still SIP is going up. Now it's 25,000 per month. So for all these banks, no, this will be an always a worry factor for them, no, because at the end of the day, if you see, CASA is like a raw material for most of the banks. Agar raw material ka ek kharcha बढ़ गया, if the raw material cost goes up, your profitability is going to go down, and that is what is happening with the banks currently. The raw material price, that is CASA, is on the lower side. Hopefully it may revive. They are going to bring lot many schemes and all that, but honestly, if you ask me, guys, it cannot be reversed. If you see the Western countries and all that, no, Europe or USA, their CASA ratio is very less. We are one of the highest in the world to have set up for CASA. लेकिन अभी ये जो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन हुआ है टुवर्ड्स मार्केट, नो, दिस इज गोइंग टू, एंड दैट्स व्हाई banks are having a tough challenge, and that's why you can see last 1.5 2 years these banks are not performing. Compared to Sensex and Nifty has almost gone double. Again, guys, this is my suggestion. Overall, Axis Bank is good stock, nothing wrong in it. Again, I don't hold it, but my clients may be holding it. As we give recommendations, so I have not recommended this stock, but just to tell you a disclaimer that clients may be holding it. And guys, if you want to understand how we are doing analysis and all that, the links are given below, our masterclass and also our stock recommendation link. You can click it and do join our sessions. Okay, do like and share this video to everyone and subscribe to his channel. Now let us talk about another stock. Another stock is which one? Rallis India. Rallis India, you know, is a Tata Group company. It's been extraordinarily doing well in last 1 year. More than, I think, 60% return in last 1 year. Okay, and the reason is simple, guys. This stock earlier was not performing, but overall, no, because the chemical sector was down, and you know, they are in two main division, is crop division and the seed. They provide the seed, and basically, because agrochemicals is somewhat a chemical industry only. Along with the chemical industry, this was not performing. If you see last 10 years CAGR, it's almost 5%, which is nothing. So now whether we should invest in this stock, because many of the investors already invest in this stock. If you see the profit, sales growth and all that of last 10 years is 6%. Profit growth is almost 0%, and that is what goes against this type of stock. Okay, but then also let us analyze on whether you should invest in this stock at this level, because of course this may be available at a cheaper valuation. Now when we talk about the profitability gone up by 11%, but however the net profit has gone up by 19.5%. So much, almost double the rate of revenue, and that is what is feeling the craziness among the investor कि यार ये revival हो रहा है. Okay, and that you have to keep in mind. And when we talk about the crop share and all that, no, overall if you see the revenue, basically from the domestic market is higher and the international market is lower. But however, seed business is much lower than the crop business. Out of 20, you can say that no, 20 26,000 crore rupees, 22,000 crore rupees is from the crop business, and 4,100 crore rupees is from the seed business over the years. So growth, if you ask me growth where it is, the growth is in mostly in the crop business. Seed business में है लेकिन थोड़ा कम है. Currently the seed business in this quarter looks good because there was lot of sales return, and because there was lot of, sorry, less sales return, because there was less sale return, no, your profitability is showing very high, but it will be normalized as the things go, as the few quarters go. So no, it basically it may be around 11 to 12%. That is what is the no expectation, that the return will be there. Return जैसे ही आता है ना guys, once, what is sales return? Once you sell the stock, when you sell, and if someone is returning your product, that is a sale return. तो इस बार कम था, तो लेकिन अगर ये बढ़ता है, then it will have an impact. Okay, so overall this company is such a like no heavily seasonally business. Like अगर अच्छा रेन होता है तभी चलता है. So let us understand 6 month half yearly basis, that will be better than year on year growth is almost 7%, and basically domestic is up by 12%, but export is down by 7%. So overall it's a modest growth, but however EBITDA margin is on the lower side, 2%. Again seed business जैसे मैंने बोला ना, because the sales return was less, it was higher, but EBITDA because of that, no, it has gone up by 36%. So if you see this, no, overall the challenges are quite high for the export business and all that, and there are many reasons behind why there is such a high challenge. One of the reason is of course China is there. China is oversupplying. China is actually is in a very very bad shape, and वहां से बहुत ही stiff competition मिल रही है. Okay, and again the agrochemical demand was on a lower side somewhat because of heavy rain. You know, in many parts of the India, no, there was a much more extensive rain happening, and because of this extensive rain, no, what happened, the demand of the no, some of the crop protection or seed was on a lower side. So that was actually the impacting, and that's why this is a cyclical business. अगर अच्छा रेन हो गया तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं, नहीं तो प्रॉब्लम है. And Tata, this one Rallis is one of the in for Tata, it is the only company in agrochemical, so that you have to keep in mind. Okay, again which are the portfolios are doing well? So when we talk about domestic, as I told you, it's almost going by 12%. That is doing well, domestic crop business. Export business may still it is one of the weakest, for still they are not able to crack the code, and they are able to do an export in a bigger way. Again performance of the rest of the business is much more stable and all that. Okay, now overall if you see, as I told you, that outlook looks much more challenging compared to earlier, for whatever no reason I told you, including China and all that. Okay, but some of the division like cotton category, and no, there they are having a much more promising future, and the addressable market is much more bigger. Okay, so you have to keep in mind all this, you know, when you are buying this stock, because at the end, like no, for example, whatever happened in this first quarter, okay, the sorry, first half is the heavy, second half is not so heavy, और वहाँ ज्यादा सेल नहीं होता, जो होता है वो मॉनसून के टाइम होता है, करेक्ट. एंड दैट्स व्हाई नो द री रेटिंग मे नॉट हैपन for that stock, that you have to keep in mind. Overall, if you ask about the margin and all that, no, of course the seed business, crop business is around 12%, and seed business is 14%. So margin is on a higher side for the you can say about sorry, seed business is 13%, and the sorry, seed business is 4%, and crop business is on the 13%. So margin is much more higher than the crop business, and the seed business is much more lower. Now when we compare Rallis India with other competitors, see Rallis India overall the P ratio is on a higher side, almost 47 times. Okay, and the ROE ROC is around 10 11, ठीक ठाक है. Over the years it has not given the growth. Of course the last year the stock has gone up a lot, and that too you all that is not so great. But I think if you ask me whether you should buy this stock or not, I think this is a much more seasonal business. I know this stock is now catching lot of eyeballs, but one has to understand that if there is a seasonality, there may be a bad patches, and you see over the years this seed business, agrochemical business has not done well, there may be a time phase where these businesses may do well. So take your decision based on that. Cyclicality, agar if it is coming a lot, no, it is not going to give you a regular return, and that you always have to keep in mind before you buy any stock. Okay, now this is my opinion, you can do your own research. So hope you like our video, guys, and this is what I want to talk about Axis Bank and Rallis India. We'll take another quarterly review next video. Hope you are enjoying, and do like and share it to everyone. And guys, as I told you, see our products of our stock recommendations, is link is given below in the comment box. So see you then next time. Bye bye. See you.